Hi, good morning. This is Michelle Baker with August 16th, Make It Awesome Moment. Hi, I am the Congruency Catalyst International Speaker, trainer, and coach with today's Make It Awesome Moment. And today I just wanted to follow up on yesterday's topic. Well, it'll be the topic this entire week. I was talking about persistence. And persistence is what propels you past obstacles, challenges, difficulties, over hurdles. You get out of pitfalls, it gets you out of depression. So persistence in life comes with clarity of purpose. When you have clarity for who you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, acquire, it propels you past everything. It will get you through things that you never thought were possible. You become innovative, you become curious, and that's where you get the courage to ask for things. And how does one acquire persistence? So I thought about that because someone actually inboxed me and was like, okay, Michelle, tell me more about persistence. And one of the great tools that you can get for clarity of purpose that will propel you into that persistence is journaling. So journaling is basically taking captive your thoughts. One of the most powerful gifts that you've received is your mind. Your mind is the most powerful tool. Your mind will create everything you want to have, the life that you so greatly desire. But how does one get to know one's own mind? There's a quote by William Shakespeare that says, "To thine own self be true." And I love that quote because that's what journaling does. Journaling helps you look at the past, present, and future in a quiet place where you take captive all of your thoughts. So what journaling does is it quiets your mind. It helps you to gather all of those extraneous thoughts, all of those ideas, all of those sparks in one place. I think the statistic that I saw recently that said you lose a thought after 7 seconds, and after 35 seconds, it's gone forever. You ever had those sparks of brilliance and they're just gone? Many successful people keep journals. They keep journals everywhere. One of the gifts that I've seen, and when I've talked to many people who actually are wanting success more than anything, they write down their thoughts. They have what they call idea files. So journaling could be just as simple as writing out what your day was like, writing out your angst and your challenges. You could be looking at your past, your regrets, angers, resentments, but getting some of that out of your system and putting it bound in books, and then looking at the progression of where you're going will take captive your thoughts. So one article that I actually read said that journaling will change your life, and I wholeheartedly agree. Since I've journaled regularly, whenever those points in my life that I've journaled regularly, I've seen absolute change in my life. It helps you look at the bigger picture. So there's a lot of times that people get caught up in the challenges of the day to day, but journaling, start to write out the dreams, the desires, like we call it the big, hairy, audacious dream, the thing that you want more than anything. Write that out, put it somewhere, and you'll be able to look at it later. It helps you it prompts and inspires creativity. So start to go wild, the best thing for journaling is to try to find a quiet place and to center yourself and ground yourself and just freehand write whatever comes to the top of your mind. There is no right or wrong way to journal. There's a fear that some people, I've heard one person actually told me that she didn't want to journal because she was scared someone would actually find the journal, her family or her friends, or what happens later in life. Fear, again, is looking at the worst case possible scenario. What about the best case possible scenario? What if your children found your journal later and were just regaled by the fact that you had went through so much and you had overcome so much and you captured it, and they really got to know who you are, and it might empower them to not feel so bad about what they feel bad about, because they're like, oh my God, here's my parent who was struggling through the same thing, and it empowers them to get up and get over it. So you never know. I would definitely say take the time to journal. And lastly, yesterday I gave you a book that I highly recommend reading. It's Think and Grow Rich. It is a book that has been popular for years. Napoleon Hill spent 20 years watching successful people, and he captured it in this book. I highly, 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 highly recommend it if you're thinking and wanting to create something different in your life. Remember, to have something different, you must first do something different. So again, if you want persistence, it comes through clarity, and one benefit of or one method to help you acquire clarity is through journaling. So look forward to tomorrow. I'll give you another tip on how you can find and create your own persistence that will propel you past all the challenges, difficulties, naysayers, and all those things, so that you can have the wonderful, awesome life you desire. So remember, the point of the Make It Awesome moment is that so that remember that when you fear is the belief in the worst case scenario, faith is a belief in the best case scenario. And since the future has not happened, you make it up in your head. So if you're going to make it up, make it awesome. Have a wonderfully blessed day. And again, Michelle Baker here, the Congruency Catalyst, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow.